That was a bit of a stumble coming out of the gate there. Feels really dark. What am I missing? Just, I have the overhead light on, but it's not very bright, is it? Why is it so dark? Interesting, I say. Interesting. Alright, let's try this. Still seems really dark. Oh, I know. Alexa, turn on Captain Adam. Is that better? Seems a little better, huh? I mean, I don't usually. Plus, I'm not doing this in the daytime, which does kind of affect things a little bit. Gotta say. So as you can see here, I got my brand new Redgrass paint palette. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Let's try it again. Dun dun dun. I know it's blurry because I don't. It's set for being able to be visible on camera. But I haven't used it yet. This is the first time. Can get my paints in there. I have got it wet. Does that count? It has. Seems to be holding its moisture decently. I just set it up the other day. Yeah, it's still got decent water in there from what I can tell. Yeah, is there a way to store this? Does this sit on it? Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. So I've never used this, but I've heard good things about it as far as wet palettes go. I mean, I've been using my tiny little travel palettes, my homemade travel palettes, and I do like them when I'm traveling. They're kind of when you're at home. You know, I mean, you need a little bit more space when you're doing this stuff at home. And I decided it was time to commit to a home quality wet palette. You know, one that just, I'll let this dry out completely. And this one doesn't have much paint in it, but I'm not going to use it. So let's go ahead and let that dry out. Pretty new sponge in there. Let's let it dry out. And those are my travel ones, so I would get them ready, put in some. They go in the X case. They fit good in the cases, so that when I go places, I will have a decent thing to paint with. I can just like be at the airport or wherever I happen to be sitting and just pull it out and start painting because I have all my stuff with me. I don't carry all my paints when I go out, but I do carry a lot of them. You know, probably 30. I mean, certainly not. I mean, okay, one of these bins will hold 38 bottles, and I usually take about half that, 18 to 20, in a case, along with some wet palettes and some paint brushes. And then when I go paint, I can do what I want. Now, it's not very many, but it works good for traveling. And then I usually take like another 20 to 40 bottles in my suitcase, so whenever I get somewhere I have some extra variety. But yeah, I gotta be a little pickier about what I take. I'm gonna go get some water quick. And your next question for me might be, when are you going to upgrade to some adult-sized water bottles, water cups? And they're adult-sized. They're just small adult. I just, I don't need that much water. I mean, I don't paint for very long sessions. I'm not an 8-hour a day session painter, so I kind of just go with the flow, man. Okay, so I'm gonna try and just do a quick. I'm gonna do a quick coat of red ink on a crab. This is gonna be a big brush, fast paint. It's just a base paint. I'm just going to put it on this crab guy here. I have a base for him, but see, I can put like some serious splotch down, and it takes up no space at all on this thing, so that's nice. So this is the crab guy. Hopefully that glare is not too bad, but here's the guy. Here he is. This is a Reaper Mini, giant crab. I didn't buy him outright, but he was part of one of their Bones Kickstarters that I participated in. I participated in 2 of their Kickstarters. I may even put some kind of brown in here. I may even go with like a rust brown or reddish brown or something like that. But let's get him a coat of red. We'll have red be the underlying base color. And then I'll do some other stuff with him. Just want to get a good... This is just a red ink, so it's going to be pretty transparent. Now tomorrow is D&D night. Ooh! I say that with some sarcasm. Only because I haven't got anything done as far as getting minis painted, and I got minis that are supposed to be getting that are getting called up to duty, man. And it's like that white Abishai I was painting got called up to duty last week, and he wasn't finished. Yep, so I got to finish him. Now he might get another couple shots because I think the Abishai gets more than one opportunity to appear. Hopefully, I know there's other Abishai that come up. The white one, I got to do the. I know there's other ones that get their chance. But so this is just a base coat. I'm basically going to be boring, at least for now, and base this guy in and just. I don't know if those are supposed to be eyes, inset eyes, maybe, probably. Now, bones don't typically require that you prime them. Unless, of course, your paint gets too thin. If it's too thin, it won't stick. But that'll be a problem of my... I like the texture of this paint palette. Now, it uses... It's not a sponge. It's like a foam, I guess. I don't know how it works, or if it's, it's just a sponge that's thicker and heavier duty. I don't know. Don't know exactly how that plays out, but guess we'll see in time. Like I said, I haven't. This is the first I've ever used it. So I got my Redgrass painting tray. And my Redgrass painting palette, going all in on the Redgrass. Now they have these new Redgrass actually has rinsable paint sheets, as in this thing, the thing that goes on top, the membrane. They're kind of expensive though, or at least they're coming out with them. Maybe they don't exist yet. I don't know, but essentially you're supposed to be able to use them a bunch of times. You just rinse off the paint and keep going, man. Now this one came with 50 sheets. So if I use 1 sheet a week, assuming I use it that often, it'll last me about a year. I can put them on my wish list for Christmas next year. But I doubt I'll probably be more like 1 sheet every... If I can do 1 a month, I won't need them for a couple of years, right? 1 a month is 4 years. I don't think it'll be a month though. Probably, I don't know, maybe, I don't paint a ton, so maybe, I guess it's possible. Could be a little bit more frequently. Hey, Jules. How's it going, Sabinicus? Oh my gosh. Just a crab, man. Just a crab. That's it. I'm not. And that's not really because I didn't want to. I think Comic Con would be awesome. But they are a lot like PAX. They sell out almost immediately. And the only way you can get in, if you're not one of those people who managed to get tickets, you have to go down there and stand in line, try to get from scalpers, get in, people who buy the tickets. And I used to be one of those people who try to go online, see if I can get tickets and then sell them to scalpers and try to get in. So basically I would be free. I'd buy like extra two, I'd buy 4 tickets, go with whoever I'm going with, and then sell the other 2 tickets for the price of all 4 tickets. I was one of those guys. I didn't scalp them. I did it like on eBay or whatever. But you could do that with PAX for sure. Emerald City Comic Con's pretty big though these days, so it too probably is um, pretty easy to sell the tickets. At least if you get like an all weekend, get all weekend passes. Yeah, that sounds about right. 135. That's pretty close. That's pretty reasonable. I mean, I guess it's pretty standard for cons. Like Gen Con is about $160 for 4 days, I think. The ginormous gaming convention in Indianapolis. Do they actually have tickets available though? It's different to just because they have them listed doesn't show that they're available. When is it? When is the Comic Con this year? Alexa, when's the Emerald City Comic Con?
From awesome98.com. Hub City Comic Con, going down August 24th, 26th, is filled to the brim with exciting celebrity guests and amazing live
Alexa,
entertainment.
when is the Emerald City Comic Con?
As of most recent information, the Emerald City Comic Con in Seattle, Washington is on hold. It was scheduled to start Thursday, March 4th. Please consult the organizer of this event for more information about future plans.
Wow. Guess Alexa doesn't have the up-to-date
I
information.
missed something. Can you say it again?
No.
Canceling.
Don't say the name unless you're planning to ask a question. There you go. Good job. You seem to have you're faster than that name I shall not mention. It's yeah, I don't know. I'd kind of like to go, but their gaming is kind of sparse. Really, it's a what do they call it? I don't want to say collectors. There's a term for that kind of con. It's not a. It's like a. Hmm. There's, it's an industry term for collectors con. I can't think of it. Dang it. But anyway, it's not. They have retailer conventions. It's a consumer convention for sure. But it's just one of those that really is more about just going in and buying. There's a lot of cool stuff they sell. It's a lot about the what do you call it? The dressing up and the cool souvenirs and paraphernalia that you can buy. It's kind of fun to go to. There is gaming and stuff at those places, but it's a lot more toned down. It's not like PAX. Yeah, I think if you just went on a Saturday, they're pretty big though. I mean, you'd want to get there early, and just um, I think usually the 4-day is when you're like trying to see people. Whoa. If you want to like see some of the guests and stuff, a lot of times, they show up on different days. Some are there on Thursday, some on Friday, some on Sunday. And yeah, you have to, those are for like the hardcore people. Plus, there's also the Saturdays. Saturday is, of course, the best day. Um, Fridays are usually pretty good at those cons too. It's been a long time since I went to PAX. Or PAX, Emerald City Comic Con used to be this tiny little convention at the Maidenbauer Center in Bellevue. I went like one of their first couple of years. There was like 800 people. It was a tiny little convention. And then that was the only time I went no, actually I think I went 2 years in a row, and it wasn't much bigger the next year, maybe 1,000, 1,500. Then I didn't go for like, I don't know, 5 years. And I started hearing people talking about it, and I was like, it's kind of a small con. They're going, what are you talking about? They get like 30,000 people. And I'm like, what? You mean that little thing down in Bellevue? They're not in Bellevue anymore. They haven't been there for several years. They're in Seattle now, and they're like massive. So I'm like, oh, all right. Well, that's news. They suddenly blew up, and yeah, they're pretty huge now. But yeah, they're pretty cool conventions. But Ann and I are planning to go on a vacation to Mexico in the next few months. I think May maybe. And yeah, I gotta kind of watch my extracurricular spending. To say the least, I'm not the most disciplined when it comes to buying stuff, so it kind of kills my ability to do. But I would probably go there. See, the problem is it'd be 67 to get in, and then I'd probably come home with $100 in junk, maybe more. So it'd be a $200 trip for me to go, and that's if I got in at regular price, and would not necessarily be a good thing. So my wet palette does it, keeping my red paint red. I don't know if I have anybody to paint red right now other than him. I was actually thinking about putting an actual water base on this guy. I have this stuff that's supposed to allow you to do water. And this guy, I was thinking I would paint this bottom piece here. Paint the rocks, probably gray, and maybe this brown, just like you would expect, and dark brown here, like silt. And then I was gonna put this water stuff of mine on up to about, just like a little, quarter inch, eighth of an inch, where it just kind of ran up over the bottom. And so you have to put like something around here, like a tape or something, and then you fill it up with that watery stuff, and then put him in it. So it'd be like he's kind of sitting in water. I think it'd be kind of cool, but huh? Really, Mark Ruffalo's gonna be there? Did you tell her that's Hulk though? Not Thor. Is it Chris Hemsworth? Yeah, that would be something. No, I don't. I'm surprised Mark Ruffalo's going to be there. That's kind of cool. I wouldn't mind meeting him, but you got to know the line to meet those guys is like you basically use up your entire day. You're going there to stand in line, and you're going to be in line for hours. So half your day is going to be waiting to go get whatever he has there. Signing. If he's even doing signings, he might just be doing like a panel or something. Where they talk about where they talk about stuff. You know, this is one of the unlocked characters in Frosthaven, the game I've been playing. So I unlocked her. So is this, but he's not unlocked. He's just one of the guys. These two guys fought. You had to pick a side. I picked her side because she was the one that helped me get down there in the first place. So we defeated this guy. So he's not unlocked, at least not yet. And this girl is. To be honest, I like this guy a lot better though. He's a lot more cool. I kind of need to paint the unlocked one, so there's a chance that you can play him. I don't know. She's all right. Maybe if I painted her good, she wouldn't be so bad. But that's just such a weird pose. What the heck is that? Is she dancing? I mean, she is an ice dancer, so I suppose it is. But that's just weird. she's she's kind of a wizard, an elementalist. But yeah, I'm not sure what to. And it is a girl, I guess. But hmm, it's kind of weird. They are, but some people, it's cool. Like I met Lou Ferrigno. I didn't get him to sign anything. He was just sitting there. He had been there for several hours, and the lines had already dissipated. And it was kind of like, no, actually, what it was the beginning of the con, and I was in there early because I was working with a vendor, and I went over there, and he was there, and I went and talked to him for a few minutes. He's a real nice guy. I mean, it was only a minute or two. I don't even remember what we talked about. I just kind of went over there and said, "Hi, are you ready for the crowds or whatever?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's kind of. I've done a lot of these or whatever he said. I don't know, but it was still kind of cool just to shake his hand and say hi. You know, they sell their autographs and whatever else they have, but it's like $50 a thing or whatever. So it's like, that's great, but what am I gonna do with that? you know, I'm not completely sure how I would what I would do with that thing. But I don't know. It's still kind of cool just to meet them, even if you don't get anything from them. Yeah, and a lot of it's not just. I wouldn't want to meet like like you said, they are just people, but people who you think would be cool to know. I mean, like they'd be like I wouldn't mind meeting Henry Cavill, and I think I didn't like him as Superman. I didn't think he was that great. Everybody like, oh, they got to get him in there for Superman. It's like, he was he's a better Witcher than Superman. But as far as it goes, though, I think he's a really nice guy, and I think we'd have a lot in common. Because he's really kind of a geek, like me. he likes to he likes to paint minis and play Warhammer, and he's just it'd be kind of cool to meet him. Now, granted, you probably wouldn't have a chance to really converse with him. I mean, you're lucky if you can say hi and shake his hand, if that. But still, there's certain people that I wouldn't mind meeting just because I think they'd be cool people to meet. So yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'd rather meet him having passed him by on his way back from the bathroom or something. He had to take a break and he's walking back to the thing and just say, "Hey, how's it going?" But yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd be like, I'm not gonna. I bet you're a really nice guy, but I really don't think I need to stand in line to meet you. I mean, it's just not my thing. But still, good luck. Hope you're having a good convention. Yeah, my paint's not sticking to this guy. I should probably have to soap him down and rinse him off. Because if I don't, this is gonna drive me bonkers. It's just not settling in, man. Let's see. If I clean it better, the paint will adhere better. Bones don't, like I said, you don't generally need a lot of, you don't generally need to put primer on them, but sometimes you have to get that residue off of them. that comes with the mold process. This guy apparently has a lot of it, so he's gonna have to wait until I can get around to clean him. Since this is just a short painting session, I don't think I have time to fiddle with it. And so I'm also using like a, what do you call it, one of those contrast paints. This guy's got all kinds of junk all over him. I didn't realize this guy's got to be more complicated to paint than I thought. First I just thought he was furry, and then I'm looking at him going, you know what? He's not just furry. He's got like wood parts and fur parts and leaf parts. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on this guy when he's done. He's got a lot of... Some of this, I don't even know if it's supposed to be fur or what do you call it, moss? I mean, he's like a tree dude. So he's got like trunk, and he's got like leaves and moss on him. So, yeah, he's gonna actually be a pretty big project. I don't know what I'm getting myself into painting that guy right now. Yeah, 160 or 67's a lot. That's like half the price of the 4 days. I mean, I could see if you're buying four, and then, because if you plan to take part in any of the stuff going on there, it's not so bad. What time is it? Oh, let's see. I already used up all my time, man. 30 minutes goes pretty fast. I was only going to do 30 minutes, but I don't know. I've been staying up too late lately. I went to bed at 11 o'clock last night, playing the doggone... What was I doing? Playing Marvel Snap. And, have you played any of that yet? Marvel Snap? Caden and Justin are playing it. And now they added in the ability to play against other people. So now you can, play against, friends, other people, not just other people, I guess, but... So I think I'm going to change. This guy is supposed to be Agden Longscarf. He has no long scarf. Because I didn't buy Agden. Agden's expensive. The actual figure, they have an Agden Longscarf figure. The actual figure is like 20 bucks. I'm like, I'm not going to pay 20 bucks for a tiny little mini. I'm just buy this other Haragon and call it close. But I want to make it into Red Whip. Yeah, it's actually pretty fun, and they do, I, it's very camouflaged, but they do a good job of hiding the fact that it is a little bit pay to play, because the way it plays out is you don't have to buy the cards to be able to play the game. In fact, you don't. I mean, there's no reason you can't play, and you can't buy cards. So to play, you just need cards that you can earn. And I don't know, I did a whole review on it, so you can hear my whole spiel if you want to watch it. But ultimately, they have a pretty good system of hiding the fact that, yeah, you can't buy cards that you play with, which means everybody has access to almost all the cards. I say almost because they're season cards. There's one card during the seasons. Every month is a new season. And it's not that expensive, like 10 bucks. So they get you to pay 10 bucks a month. You're basically subscribing to the game if you want to get their new card every month. I haven't bought it every month. I bought it twice because it seemed like a pretty good card. But hey TDL, how you doing? I told you I can't put categories on from Restream, and you can't put categories on Restream, and then once I go back, I'm not allowed to put categories on after no, is it? Yeah, I can't put categories on while from Restream. And then when I go to Twitch, they're locked. I can't change them. I can do it in post. I think I can change the category, but not the tags. I'm not allowed to add tags on Twitch. So, so it's not. So I don't do it. Simply put, I don't do it. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to do a fire whip. Anybody got an idea how to paint a fire whip? I'm thinking I want to make it, just like red and orange, or red and yellow mixed with orange. Maybe a little white, some highlights here and there. But I don't know if that's going to work. Ultimately, it's probably going to be way too complicated a task. I thought about trying to even do a cracked, what do you call it? The broken earth kind of thing. But so one of my things, and I don't know very many, the reason you can't do what I'm trying to do here very often is because it doesn't always work right. All right, so if you want to get an effect of kind of swirling colors, there's a couple ways to do it. There's the professional way, and then there's my way, which is the professional way is you just paint it with a base of one color that you want. Then you kind of add your swirls and your little extra misdirections. And my way is a little less complicated, but also a little less consistent. So what you do is you put two colors together that you want on the thing. And then you don't mix it very well. In fact, you mix it terribly. You put red and yellow kind of close by, and you add it to your brush in pieces, and you just paint with it totally, basically unmixed. And you just take your colors, get some red in there and some orange, yellow in there. And then you just kind of paint both sides of the brush. Maybe one side of the brush is red and the other side is yellow. And then, hopefully, when you're all done, you end up with what looks like swirls of, kind of inconsistent yellow and red coloring on your rope or whatever it is you're painting. So you can't, it looks like, what color is that? Is it orange? Is it red? Is it both? Is it swirly colors? It kind of just looks like a little bit of both. That's the way I like to do it. And a lot of times it works out pretty good, but sometimes it kind of just looks one color because the colors will blend or whatever. And you can always go back over it with like the color you feel like there's not enough showing. Sleepy. Up late. Yeah, you said you had to go, well, you're going in work late tomorrow, right, TDL? Is that what you were saying? Oh, by the way, I'm probably not streaming my workout tomorrow because I'll be doing cardio. So I'm either going to be on the bike or the treadmill. So, yeah. Thought about going to the gym and swimming again. I've been swimming more often. But, still can't stream those workouts. I mean, how do you stream swimming? Can't talk to anybody. That would just be silly. Swim a lap, come back, say, hi, how's it going, man? I'm tired. That would just be nonsense. The effort that would take. So, yeah. There's probably people who have tried to do it, though. Some of these streamers, man, they do all kinds of stuff. Quite the dedicated folk. But they have editors, and they don't. A lot of these guys, the really good fitness streamers, fitness category streamers, they don't really do live. They just do edited, which means their expertise goes beyond just being a fitness person, or they have people. They just have people who can help them out with their stream. I would do more like professional streams if I had people. I could just hand it off. Hey man, go do this for me. I need someone to make this into a cool video. Does that look kind of fiery? Does it have kind of a mix of red and yellow and orange of various amounts? I think it's not too bad. Could be worse. Inconsistent coloring, that's what I'm going for. TikTok. See, well, you can watch stuff on TikTok because their videos are like 3 minutes long. And how do they, he must do like really quick things. Because TikTok's not, they don't have long streams on TikTok, do they? I mean, can you do long streams? And how long has he been doing it? These guys who, there's just a lot of guys that are out there that do, guys, girls, whatever. The girls always have more, especially when it comes to fitness streaming. The girls always have more people following them. Duh. But the guys that are really good are just really smart, or they really know their stuff, and they're just, their videos are always just so professional. So, okay, I'm not saying I'm not smart, by the way. I'm just saying they're smart in the category they're doing this stuff, and they're good at doing it. I haven't watched any TikTok version people, so I don't know what they do, but I've noticed everybody I've seen that really has a lot of viewers. Actually, that's not true. I've actually watched a few of the live Twitch guys, and I'm surprised at how many people they have. I like watch a couple of these guys, and I'm like, how come this guy's got 5,000 followers? I feel like my videos are better. But they always have like really nice gyms. There's a couple of guys though on TikTok or whatever, and they've got a lot, and I'm like, yeah, he seems like he doesn't ever talk to people. He's I mean, I guess part of it is a lot of them are in better shape than me, so of course that's a thing, and I know that matters to viewers, how good a condition someone is. But also I think sometimes those guys are just, they've just been around longer. Yeah, I've seen that, and you know, what? My YouTube streams, the Frosthaven stuff I've been doing, and that stuff's really been blowing up on YouTube anyway. I'm getting lots of views. I mean, like all of my Frosthaven videos I've done playing this game and reviewing X-Haven and doing all those things, they've all got hundreds of views in just the last month, each one of them, which for me that's big. Okay, it's not 5,000 views or anything like that. I've got one video I did in December that's got like 3,000 or almost, yeah, I guess it's 3,000 or 2,000 views. So yeah, I've got a couple of views that are starting to have some pretty good things. I did a review of X-Haven, the app that I use with Frosthaven and stuff. I did a review of that this weekend, and the developer wrote me and filled in some extra info on it, and he said he liked it, so that's cool. So yeah, it's that Frosthaven stuff's been pretty popular lately. It's hard to get to that game though. It's so long, and finding time to play it is kind of tricky. So I wish I had more time to do that. I got D&D tomorrow. I got game night on Saturday. I've got probably some more painting to do this weekend. I will have to squeeze in one more session of Frosthaven. But whenever I can think of something that I'm doing, I would like to network with other people, but it's like, again, you have to be a watcher. That means I have to go watch other people and talk to other people and do their thing. And I work 8 hours a day, so like, not a lot of that. A lot of these people who are really popular too, they're on there every day at the same time, and they're just very consistent. I am not. I mean, I'm better with my workouts because I generally start between 6:30 and 7 and kind of go pretty consistently. But I do run late and do different times, and I don't schedule my workouts. I do. They're on Twitch as a schedule, but not on YouTube, and I miss the schedule half the time. And then I don't do the long. Some of these guys, the painters that got 10,000 followers, they paint 8 hours a day, and they're really good. Again, they have something people want, and that's skill. They want to be able to learn a lot from them. So my painting is adequate, but it doesn't attract learners, people who want to gain something from me, because it's not what I do. I'm more just socially painting, and then so my paint streams kind of do okay, but it's a chance to talk, blah 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 blah. Keep my lips moving. Gotta let my lips move. But I don't know. I'm getting there, doing more stuff. But considering I've gone from like 8 followers on YouTube to almost 40 in 2 months, which is the fastest I've grown on Twitch by a long shot. It took me a year to reach 100. At the pace I'm going right now, if I keep up the stuff I've been doing, I could have 100 followers by March. I might be a little optimistic, but at the pace it's been going, I could have 100 followers by March, which is super fast. With considering YouTube doesn't have the same. They don't have what do you call it, raids. Twitch does, but in the time I've gained 40 followers, basically gained 40 followers, 30, 38 or whatever it is, followers on YouTube. I've gained 2 on Twitch. So people on Twitch don't watch solo board games, and they don't watch game reviews and product reviews. It's not what they watch on Twitch. They like to watch video games, I guess. I don't know. I haven't found anything that seems to be really popular on Twitch. Not that I do. I'm just not. I don't know. Not popular enough. Well, also Twitch is live, right? I mean, people go to Twitch to watch live, and YouTube is post. So a lot of my videos have been getting watched, but they're getting watched in post. People are coming to YouTube and they look up Frosthaven and they find my videos and they watch them. The X-Haven review I did this weekend, it's got 60 reviews, and I just did it Sunday. So, or not reviews, views, and I just did it on Sunday, I think it was. So, yeah, that is a good thing. It's going pretty well on that channel, but I got to be honest. I mean, I haven't found a ton of things outside of Frosthaven that have any real growth, but you start getting a mix of things going here and there, and eventually. This is a guy I glued onto this base so that I can paint him too. He's kind of cool. He's actually not a D&D figure. He looks like a gnoll or even a wolfman, but I'll call him a gnoll because he looks like a gnoll, and I'm gonna probably use him like a gnoll. I'm thinking about having him be Yogos. I think a Yogo or something like that. He's like a demon god of the gnolls. He's big, but I was thinking like having these be like his lieutenants or something, because regular gnoll minis are about, they're not much bigger than this guy. So these would be like his elite guards. So I have two of them. Actually, I think I might have three of them, but I put this guy together and I'll probably paint him and the other one, or try to. If I can get around to it. So many things. So much things to do. And that's why I think my videos could be better. If I only had one interest and I was streaming one thing, I could spend more time on actually editing videos and getting them pretty and getting them ready to go. And then people would be like, hey, you know, this guy does this and he does them really nice. But now they come to my videos and go, man, this guy does this and this and this and this, and they're all kind of eh. I have had a few compliments with the way I've upgraded my Frosthaven stream, but that's it. I don't. My other streams are kind of eh. I just realized the top of my head is cut off, and there's a lot of light on my head. I didn't fix my camera. So, it looks kind of weird. My head looks really long and weird right now. But that light on my head makes my head look like oval because the roof is white. I mean, it is oval, but I mean, it's like stretching into the roof. Okay, I gotta go to bed. I'm tired. I only got 6 hours of sleep again last night. So, and I've been getting so little sleep lately. I think if I don't get a real night's rest at some point here, I'm gonna fall over. So, you have a good one, man. Take it easy, TDL, and Joel. I don't know where you went, man, but maybe I'll see you this Saturday at game night. We are playing again, if you're still there. So uh, we'll chat more. I don't know. Maybe I'll go. Maybe I can. I'll talk to Brian or see if anybody else wants to go. We can maybe make a thing of going to Emerald City. That would be kind of fun, I guess. But we'll see. I don't know. I gotta decide what my money situation is. All right. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Anybody who does, and I will talk to you next time.